Hi, welcome to PHP tutorial. This is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. The notes for this video can be found here at this URL, which is loaded here. And we are doing EG102. Now we are doing the second file. So in the last video, we finished the first file, EG102 choice. So we have the first file loaded here. And in the second file, we are supposed to capture what the user select in the select dropdown. Okay, so let's say you select 5 and submit form. The second file should capture that 5 and then generate 5 text boxes. So we had the first file loaded here, 102 choice, and we are going to create a second file, 102 dynamic text box. So come over here, 102. I'm not going to create everything from scratch. I'm going to copy the first file and start changing things. So let's copy the first file, 102 choice, do a paste, and then rename the copy to EG102 underscore dynamic underscore text box .php. So let's open this in Notepad++. And we can start changing things. So we still call this EG102 choice. That is fine, but we are going to get rid of the form from the body, and we say that how many text boxes you have chosen. So let's say we chose 5 text boxes, and then here we are going to say that you generated 5 text boxes. Okay? Alright, so now before we move on, we are going to see what's going on here. So if you choose 5 and you submit form, you see that this is the second file, EG102 dynamic text box, and you generated text boxes. So the second file name is correct. So first thing we want to do is capture how many text boxes user wants to generate. So to capture that, you want to do it before anything happens. So you want to put your PHP before your actual HTML documents. So if you look at EG102 choice, the name of the select form element is called the select number. So we need this thing. So the spelling of the select number is very important. So I'm just going to copy this. And then we are going to save that into a variable called number of boxes, number box. And we do a simple filter input. And because we use a post method here, so it will be an input post. And the name of the select form element is called select number. And if you want to validate, you can validate by integer, because the choice is definitely an integer. So we come over here, we say that it's an integer. To test this, I think we don't need to test it. This is pretty obvious it's going to work. So I'm just going to try to output it here. So we break the HTML and put a PHP inside and say that we are going to say our number box echo here. And when you reload, no, we don't even need to reload. So you say, let's say you choose 5 and you submit, you say that you generated 5 text boxes. Okay? So that is pretty cool. And now the difficult part is we know that we need to generate 5 text boxes. So we are actually going to generate text boxes, 5 text boxes, and pass wherever, and then pass the control to the third file, EG101 dynamic process. So to generate the 5 text boxes, as you guessed, we need to use a for loop from 1 to 5. But before we even do the for loop, let's hard code the thing first. So let's create a form Of course, inside the form you will have 5 text boxes plus a submit button. Before we even code that, let's hard code like one text box. Alright, again, we're going to use post method, and the action is the name of the third file. So we put the third file here, and then we are going to generate one text box. Say we are going to ask for user input. Name of the text box, we are going to call it text1. We want to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to differentiate the name of the text boxes. Type is equal to text, of course. And if you want value, you can put value whatever you want to put. I'm just going to put 0. So now, when you go back and say you choose 5 text boxes, you submit form, you will have one text box with the name text1. Okay, and then you can do your CSS formatting here if you want to, but I'm not doing that right now. So just want to keep the video short and the example simple. And then we are going to create a submit button. Okay, the name is going to be called submit1. Type equal to submit, and the value is equal to submit form. So now when you submit, you are going to have a submit button here. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's do the real job. Is we are going to generate 5 text boxes instead of hard coding 1. Okay, you know that the text box works. So to generate 5 text boxes, you need to loop this part 5 times. That's the easy part. The second part is you need to give unique names to the text boxes. So the first text box is going to be called text1, second is going to be called text2, and third is going to be called text3. So on and so forth. So we are going to say I'm going to put a PHP here for the beginning of the loop. We are going to put a PHP here for the end of the loop, and we are going to loop from 1 to text boxes. So this is the beginning of our for loop, and this is the end of our for loop, and we say that just use I to 1, from 1 to less than or equal to the number of boxes, the number box, and increase I by 1. And here, okay, here we are going to get 5 boxes of text1. Okay, you look 5 boxes of text1, but the name is wrong because you cannot have 5 text1 here. So you have to call it text1, text2. So you break this. So you place the 1 PHP and you echo your I. So let's try that. Go back, submit form, and you view source. You will see first text box is called text1, second is called text2, so on and so forth. Okay, and when you submit, you're going to submit everything into the third file, which is the EG101 dynamic process, which has not been created yet. So obviously you have an object not found error. Before we even move on there, we should do a validation. So let's right-click View Page Source, copy everything, copy it again, right-click, copy, or Control-C to copy. Come over here, W3C markup edit data, validate by direct input. Replace the old stuff we have inside, Control-V to paste, do a check. You should have no warning or errors, so you're good to go. Okay, Alright, so in the third file, we are going to see how we can capture the user input. So let's say user type 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, and you want to do a sum of these numbers. How are you going to do it? And that is the job we are going to do in the third file, EG101 dynamic process, which we are going to cover in the next video. Okay, that's a good place to stop. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.